Zen on the 210. Frigid January night air was the only thing real out there. I should have tucked the pants into my boots. Winds of vaporized ice drowned my legs into quivering shades of blue. Even that wasn't enough to dislodge an emotion that resided somewhere on the Richter scale between full-bore rage and resolute indifference. Heavy gales punched at my bike, threatened to knock me to the ground, while gusts from the front held me back with cold, leathery hand on my face, 80 miles per hour. The darkness of night on the desolate 134 beckoned to me, sky filled with twinkling glitter, and so clear you could see God if there was such a thing. But no moon to watch over or remind me of mortality. I pulled the throttle, 85 miles per hour. Mice in their little cages who raced around in broken formations on the 134 connector were cutting each other off, flipping each other off, hating each other until the next run-in with someone new to curse. I was too numb to care. Eagle Rock air cracked Arctic whips at me but could not kick up any fear. I pulled the grip, pushing the needle to 90 miles per hour with those angry winds gnawing at my legs, hands, and face. Red lights ahead, 2 gears dropped, cut left, then right, split lanes between 2 Benzes that were going too slow on purpose. Briefly considered smashing their mirrors off with my boots. Cut left, then across 2 lanes and back to the diamond. Without any effort, I was back at 95. Bike completely in sync with my brain, heart disengaged, pumping blood the same way it did when I ate eggs and toast this morning, slow, steady, ka-thump, ka-thump. I leaned into that last turn just before Suicide Bridge where the 134 becomes the 210, then straightened out to come around the next 2 curves, everything straight through Pasadena, straight and wide open. 95 becomes 100, 100 becomes 105, became 110, then 115. That speed was void of satisfaction. No delight or pleasure or elation dwelt there, only acknowledgement of its existence, with sights set on more. But red lights clustered ahead. 115 down to 80, emptied it all, back to neutral, back to alert, back to on guard. Slip right, then left, and saw no one. A slow draw on that grip gave me speed, steadily pushing the needle towards 100. The cars began to appear motionless, parked when I hit 115. The 5 miles per hour between 115 and 120 was significant. It didn't excite me, though. My calm remained. 125. Lee Morgan's trumpet screamed and warbled from my speakers, crackling, almost inaudible. No clarity of my surroundings. Everything was a blur. Not one thing, not even my tack was clear. At 125, I was barely cranking 4.5 RPMs. 125 miles per hour. I thought of the arguments from earlier, the curses I now wore around my neck like medals from a battle I could never win, the history thrown at me like darts, every one a bullseye, the pile of endless documents and to-do items on my desk, the job that gave me no satisfaction, the friends who've lost touch, the fucking oil spot on the garage floor under the Harley, the endless rinse and repeat of days upon days upon days, the loneliness, the numbness, the Marine Corps, my chest full of ribbons, but the real reward, a lifetime of nightmares. The dark figures slinking in shadows, gnashing teeth. I thought about letting go of the grips. 125 miles per hour, the throttle wouldn't pull any further. I wondered if it was because of the wind or the bike's lack of trying, like me, just going through the motions, not willing to take action, not capable of it. I wanted more. I wanted to be scared or to care, to feel something, anything other than anger or sadness. From my mouth, a wailing, guttural howl, begging for release, pleading for it, giving up because I had none left to give, and then nothing. No jazz, no sandpaper concrete whizzing past below me, no street lights, no hurt feelings, no worries or cares. Just quiet, pristine and beautiful emptiness, as if it all evaporated into the frosty void along with the primal moan I released, not oblivious to the distractions, but unaffected, unmanaged by them, fully present in the moment and attuned to the rhythm of the road and the symphony of engine between my legs, from misery to golden state, the instant I was willing to let it all go, where chaotic world dissolved into a harmonious blend of flesh and bones and machine, road and rider, every twist of our wrist hum of perfectly tuned machine-like heart melded into symbiotic synergy of fluid, effortless movement. At 125 miles per hour, the world simply faded away, replaced by a state of pure tranquility, calm, and peace. Zen. For a brief moment of time, I held within my grasp unadulterated freedom. I became my bike, and it became an extension of me, and the world that we sliced through wasn't the master for a change. I rode over 20 miles past my off-ramp in a state of pure oneness with this spiritual self, the teachings finally kicking in and offering me some reprieve. Over 20 miles before realizing I'd gone too far, or just far and fast enough. It gave me enough time to reframe and realize the road of self-destruction was not where I wanted to take my last breath. But it would take me a few more rides like this to effect true change, and counting. When I got home, I drank oat milk from the carton in the garage while I sneered at the oil puddles underneath my bikes, wondering when I'd get another chance at nirvana, but knowing Reveille was only a few hours away. Maybe tomorrow, I thought. Maybe the Harley. Maybe 1:30.